Has a compliment from a woman ever made you change the way you see yourselves? If so, how? A genuine compliment out of nowhere can absolutely change the way I see myself. And they have. There's something about the ones that come when you least expect it, when they have no obligation or anything to gain from it. Wonderful feeling. Go on smiling, man. Close bracket. I wore a new jacket to school and a female friend said it looked really good. So I wore it almost everywhere going forward. Yeah, I was talking to a girl about my insecurity about my nose. I thought it was too big, but she said it was perfect and that just about melted my heart, haha. Anyway, now I think my nose is fine and I have reconsidered getting a nose job in the future. Yep, made me question my then infallible trust in my parents. Prior, it was a sin to say anything good about myself as my parents would then say you're getting a big head or something of the like. To kill my self-confidence. It wasn't until I was at a club I had girls buying me drinks, woo quality, with one saying the only reason I bought you one was because you're so damn good looking. After that I started questioning if I was attractive rather than considering myself invisible. But I still revert to thinking someone is playing a prank on me if I get compliments. My girlfriend makes me feel like the best looking guy on earth, and it has improved my confidence tenfold. She's awesome. I'm also awesome. Grandparents shop at the grocery store I work at. They told me one day when I came to visit that they had spoken to a girl at the register and they asked if she knew me. She replies yes and adds that she found me attractive. They might have been joking, but the thought that it was true gives me some semblance of comfort. Started painting my nails black just cause I wanted to try it out. Buddy of mine said it was a good look for me. Boom. Painting them black forever. This wasn't even from a woman, but I still took it to heart. My best friend opened a 9.5 with hey, I think yeah really beautiful maybe 5 years ago. Fear still married. Can confirm lol. Ever since my girlfriend kept getting all suspicious at the end of the honeymoon period since we started dating, saying she's worried of me texting other girls or when I make happy small talk which I like doing with everyone at shops with the workers. When it happens to be a hot girl working, I got really mad and thought she'd have me as one of those neutered boyfriends on a leash who can never speak to another female again. So I kicked up an argument with her about it. She said the whole reason is because I'm really hot and that she's reaching. Meanwhile, I got low self-esteem since being a pizza face nerd growing up. So I never considered myself as such until she said that. And I thought I was the one reaching. Very nice relationships come about when you both think you're reaching out of your own league, I think. I started weightlifting a little over 2 months ago, and I've recently gotten compliments from 2 women at my job telling me I'm looking good so far. I'm still riding that high, and it's given me hope that this will pay off, and I'll finally have a body I'm proud of. I was a fat kid. I always felt like I was fat and there was no other ways to see myself. In my undergrad, after taking up half marathons and becoming a member of an organizational soccer team, I still felt fat. I was talking to a girl in my part-time job about our hobbies. When I mentioned I played soccer, she, in her bored look, looked at my body and said, "Yeah, I guess you look like those soccer players." Apostrophe. I thanked her and kept shelving bread. But in my mind I was like backslash, what the hell, my body can be like Beckham and Ronaldo, like WTF. Backslash. It was probably not. But I was 22 with a little too much ego about everything else. K. And don't worry, I'm fat again at 32. Mid-40s guy, married 25 years. Can't really remember a compliment from a woman. Have a great list of negatives though. Just saying. Absolutely. I used to be the shortest and skinniest of any group I was in until I hit 18. Then I cleared 6 feet. And the skinniest of any group I was in. Then I hit 30 and filled out to 170. And the difference was night and day. Girl I hadn't seen since HS was at an informal mini 20 years reunion. And she gave me the whole up and down. And went, damn. Last name? She was a mom. So I didn't follow up. But I was walking at least 2 inches taller for a month after that. That's also about when I started getting groped and poured at in the bars, which helped a lot too. I love my 30s. Yeah. I've been complimented about my voice, my performance in bed, my ability to communicate and engage in detailed conversation, and how I can give helpful and encouraging advice and direction for those going through troubles in one-on-one situations. I got more confidence in myself. Opposite effect here. I've been told that I'm a great listener by several women. Generally speaking, a nice compliment to receive, no doubt. But I started to view it as the nice guy, being the shoulder to cry on type thing, which I got tired of. So now I'm very selective as to when I'll listen to a woman. If I feel like she's about to start a loss fest, I immediately shut it down. My skating coach said I was graceful, and for the first time I didn't feel like a Chuck E. Cheese robot 10 years past its service date. I had a female coworker I like, as in I enjoy her company, and she was fun to talk to. Not that I was interested in her. Invite me to her party. I was with friends that night, so I didn't go. But it felt good. I was always the one left out. My first and only girlfriend called me sexy. Me. Sexy. It blew my mind. I never believed that women could find me attractive at all, and here was this beautiful girl calling me sexy. Quite the opposite really is the one that first comes to mind. A girlfriend in college told me that I was being an asshole. I disagreed. She retorted that I have always been an but for scene, cited some number of things, and I kinda stopped and became super self-aware of this now as a result, and I have shed my but for tendency. On some level. I was kind of a Karen. I was really one of those well why didn't you tell me? Moments where the reply really is I'm telling you now. To which you can only respond with okay. Why? Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. So I changed to be a better person. Things didn't work out with us, but she made a difference in my life in that regard. Yes. After the first girl and human telling me that my eyes look beautiful different, 90% of my self-confidence is built by my eyes. On the same way it happened about my good teeth. People don't trust me that I've never had a brace. I'm very insecure about my looks and have little confidence, but had someone who I think to be an 11/10 tell me I'm super attractive and could easily get any girl I want. That someone is now girlfriend. A classmate told me your lips are very pink. This was in 8th grade, and I still remember it over 4 years later. Was it a compliment? I dunno, but I see my lips as pink now lol. Once right before a big exam a girl in high school said I always look like I'm high. I thought I looked pretty normal. In that moment I decided I was going to start getting high. I haven't looked back since. Maybe the human race isn't so worthless. Maybe emotions aren't just chemicals and shit. Then I look into the boundless sky and imagine a grain of salt in a freshwater ocean and disagree with myself. Telling someone to smile more is objectifying and entitled. How dare she? Oh wait, she's a woman. And you're a man. Never mind. It's because she intended it in a genuine way as a compliment. She wasn't saying it to be entitled or demanding, or it would be different. Not sure what gender has to do with this GBH. At first I didn't know what to do with the information. I thought they were just teasing me, or they just really liked my hair or eyes. But I was always like, what's so nice about them? I don't get it. In the end, I realized there's no point in looking into deeper reasons behind the compliment, even if there is one, unless it becomes a pattern. From these interactions I have understood where my strengths may lay and made me more observant of how women observe and interact with me. Also, it made me think about how to respond appropriately according to what will give me an advantage. I started calling retail employees at the checkout lane by their names when I leave. I hope the rest of your day goes well. Have a nice day. You're almost always going to get a thank you in return or a giant smile, or usually both at the same time. I did have a woman who, while I was making stupid sarcastic remarks as I do, say shut your beautiful face. Ever since then I have thought, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? And it has kind of scared me out of doing things that get me compliments, because immediately after that we never really saw each other again. And it's not the first time I've lost someone who I thought I was developing an actual friendship with after such an event. A high school girlfriend was trying to teach me French. She got to the point where she asked me what phrase I wanted to learn. I could hear in her voice that she was expecting something romantic, like I love you. I asked for the phrase, "Where is the toilet?" Apostrophe. There was a stunned silence. She replied, "You're so practical." Apostrophe. I have thought of myself as being practical ever since. My wife even has stated it. The high school girlfriend did hear the magic 3 words some months later. 3 years ago a friend said I had perfectly equal lips, which she thought was very nice. To this day I wonder if I should be weirded out or feel complimented. Another one is when someone said I could always make her laugh their butt off when she was sad. She was very depressed, so this really meant a lot to me. I changed my outlook on life after that day. I had a woman come up to compliment me on my butt once. It made me realize all the other scenarios where women had been checking it out or had shown some other appreciation to it over the years. Doesn't really make a difference in my life, but made me appreciate what I have a bit more. When someone compliments my story and working on it makes me feel like brain has value. Outside of that, not in the slightest. Came back to university after the summer break to start my final year. Everyone told me something was really different about me, but I had no idea what had changed as it was a pretty normal and uneventful break back home. One of my friends told me I was way more present and confident and just all round seemed more comfortable with life since I came back. Anyway, we are now together, live together, and I have every intention of marrying this girl Mayo. Well, I get called cute all the time. Sometimes handsome. On 2 occasions I've been called hot. But I don't know what to make of it. I've been called ugly a lot too, more often by dudes. Only a few occasions by girls. And then when I ask for an objective rating it's usually anywhere from 6 to 8. Twice I've been rated a 4/10. 4 times I've been rated a 5. And 3 times been rated a 9 or higher. I don't know how much it matters, but I look younger than I am, and the girls who give me the most attention are usually 14 over 15. TL. Doctor, I get called cute all the time, but due to a variety of factors I have no clue what the duck that means. No, because I know they feel bad, and the only reason they're lying is cause they think I'm too mentally handicapped and or socially crippled to realize it. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.